Blog Talk Radio.
I need that. Shut up. What you mean? What you think? What? Oh hey. What? You got me confused. What? Shall I make? Now we can't link. What? Tiptoe, my eyes cold. Gone, ain't long gone. Butterscotch is like gold. I'ma wrap that in the bowl. Big kiss. What? Shut up. What you mean? What you think? What? Oh hey. What? You got me confused. What? Shall I make? Now we can't link. What?
That is Jordan Pauline, and the title of that song is What? It's WHET. I love Jordan. She was on the show maybe 2 months ago. I interviewed Jordan, and she's out in LA. You can pick up that track. It's actually online. You can pick it up or go to her link on Instagram, Jordan Pauline, and you'll be able to go to her page, click the link. That will lead you to, some of her music. So without further ado, we have a brand new person. She's not new to Blog Talk Radio or the show, but she will be a new addition to the show, and we are calling this Miss T and the Big C. So we're going to chop it up. We'll talk a little bit about life, love, breast cancer, and some of those things that really have affected our community. Breast cancer is a disease which is malignant. Cancer cells, they form in the tissue of the breast. And according to the World Health Organization, breast cancer is the most common cancer among women worldwide, claiming the lives of hundreds of thousands of women each year and affecting countries at all levels of modernization. So without further ado, I give you my co-host, Miss T. How are you doing, T?
Hello, Miss Ty. Hello, everyone. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you doing today?
I am doing fabulous. Thank you. And I want to thank you again, Ty, for this opportunity to come on your show once again and just have a conversation with you and everyone that's out there listening about breast cancer and how it affects our lives and, like you said, our community. And while we're doing that, we're going to sip on some tea and we're going to have a chat. Yes.
Yeah. So Tisha, Miss T, is going to be my co-host. So this will be our segment. So that's something I want to make known. So she's going to be a regular on the show, and you will hear from her. T, we talked about like maybe 2 Sundays out of the month. Is that right?
Yeah, we did. We said two
Yeah.
Sundays a month. Because of my 9 to 5, I am a teacher during the day. So of course, my weeks are pretty packed dealing with little ones. But the weekends, I said, what better day than Sunday? Sundays are your chill down days. Getting ready for the next work week, but also that's a great time to have a conversation. And I'm just glad for the opportunity to do so.
So T, I have taught some of your Miss T and the Big C. I see that you have you talk about that on Instagram. I see it, and also on Facebook.
Right.
So with that said, before we take this caller, we do have a caller calling in.
Okay.
Tell us a little bit about, tell the listeners a little bit about what type of tea do you spill on your IG or Facebook page? Like, what's been going on?
So I have to give credit where credit is due as far as the name. T and the Big C, actually, I was talking with my favorite aunt, my Aunt Vivian. Hi, Viv. And we were just talking about just ways that I can continue to advocate and just spread encouragement and awareness of breast cancer. And we had a conversation about the interview that I did with you and how we enjoyed it. And so she was like, well, why not, name it T and the Big C? And I'm like, wait a minute. That sounds good. So thank you.
Really catchy. It's really catchy.
Very catchy. So the C, of course, the Big C, of course, standing for cancer. And tea, because I love to drink tea. So I'm sipping on some raspberry tea as we speak. And
nice.
Just going to have some conversations about cancer, all kinds of breast cancer in particular, and how it affects our lives, whether or not you are battling the disease now or whether or not you are a survivor, because it doesn't stop once you're in remission. It continues to affect our lives and in all aspects of our lives. So, and this, I want this to be another avenue, another resource for women, in particular women of color, young women of color, to have a place to come to and either listen or chime in and have a chat on how it's affecting their lives. So that is how Tea came about.
So let's go there. Let's spill some tea. And you want to give your listeners tonight, let's give them a few facts about how cancer has affected the Black community or women of color in general. You want to spill that tea, and then we will take the callers.
I can share. Well, for me, I can share that I was affected by breast cancer. I was diagnosed, for those that don't know, at the age of 36, at stage 2B. And for most women of color, especially in the African American community, most women, when they are diagnosed with breast cancer, we get diagnosed at later stages. And when we do get diagnosed, the mortality rate is the treatment rate is not so good for us because we've been diagnosed so late. So here I am thinking, well, what can I do? How can I? What part can I play in this to help lower that number? 40% of African or women of color get when they get diagnosed at a later stage. So we need to do more so that we can lower that number, lower that percentage, and so that we can be more proactive in our health, especially in our health, so that so that number can get lower. So.
Yeah, I agree with you, and early detection is very vital, and I believe that's something very essential, you know?
Absolutely. It is very, very important that we go get our mammograms done every year. It is very important that we pay attention to our bodies because no one knows our bodies like you do. And whenever you see a change, please, I encourage you, go see a doctor. Don't wait till the last minute because you never know what it is. So that is why this platform has been created. This outlet has been created as another source for women to take heed to the messages, take heed to the conversations, and make a difference in your lives because your families depend on it, your friends depend on you, your families depend on you, the children, you know, and this is our body. This is our lives. And so we only get one life. If we need to take care of it, it's the best way we can.
Okay. Let's see who one of our callers in 803, last four digits is 6208. Hello, you're on with Ty and Miss T, spilling the tea today. What's your name and where you're calling from?
Hello, I am Renice. I am a friend of Tisha's, one of her besties.
Hello, bestie Renice.
Hey, T. And I was just, I'm good, and I wanted to, take a break out of my day to make sure I was listening and in support of T and the Big C.
Okay.
I'm really just here just to show my support.
You have any questions for her? Yeah. Do you have any questions for her today? Anything regarding the facts about breast cancer or just cancer? You have any questions you'd like to throw out there?
So I was thinking, Tisha, you were diagnosed at 36.
Right.
And typically the beginning ages for getting a mammogram are 40. Usually you can't get one before 40. Do you have any suggestions for women who are younger than 40 in the way of, early detection?
Absolutely. I would suggest you go whenever you feel as though you need to go. Even if there's definitely a history of breast cancer in your family, you definitely go before 40. At the age, it varies. It seems like it's changing from year to year now when you should go get a mammogram, but it's your body, and you want to be the number one advocate of yourself and of your health. And when you feel as though you need to go and get it, then talk to your doctor about getting one, no matter whether you are 35, whether or not you're 39, 40, whatever age. Because, again, early detection is the key. And when, again, like I said earlier, we get diagnosed at later stages. So we want to be proactive in our health, and we want to lower that risk. So whenever you feel as though you need to go get one done, talk to your primary doctor. So I'm not going to put an age limit on it because of the fact that I was diagnosed so early, so young.
Mm-hmm.
So and my primary doctor, he before I got diagnosed, wanted me to get one at 40. And what would have happened if I would have waited?
Exactly.
I think about that. I would have definitely would have been at a later stage, and who knows, the outcome may have been different. So talk to your primary doctor, Denise, and when you feel as though you need to get one because you're the one that needs to stay on top of your health. And there are so many women.
So let's expound on that, Renice. This is And for all those listening tonight, you could go to nationalbreastcancer.org, and they have some amazing